And if you approach people properly, you don't even get rejected. Y'all want to know how to approach someone and never get rejected?
Yeah.
Y'all want to know how to feel strong all the time?
Yeah.
Watch this. It's just called going indirect. I go to meet somebody, and let's say, Mark is not interested. Maybe he's not. I just want you to tell me when I ask you to keep your options, just tell me, you're not interested. Okay, so I walk up and, let's say, I'm anywhere. I could be in the mall. I can be, at a club, or I don't know where y'all hang out, but just wherever you're at. I'm in Walmart, about to check out. And I sit down and I talk to him. He's sitting behind me and says, hey, man, where are you from? Raleigh. Cool, man. What do you do for a living? Insurance. Awesome. Hey, actually, you know what? So you probably know a lot of people. That's awesome. Do me a favor, help me out. I'm actually working with a company that's doing a lot of expanding in this area, and they're actually looking for some people. Now, I can't promise you anything, but who do you know out here that keeps their options open when it comes to making more money? Who do you know?
I really don't know anything.
No, you're supposed to say you're not interested. Just say, a lot of times that's what I'll have. Because look, did I ask him if he was open? Right. I went indirect. I said, who do you know?
Right.
So sometimes someone will be like, oh yeah, I'm not interested. Sometimes people try and out-posture like, oh yeah, no buddy, I'm good, I'm not interested. And guess what? He can't even reject me because I said, look, who do you know?
Right.
Hey, I'm just trying to do some networking in the area. Who do you know? And he says, oh, look, I'm not interested. And I get to look at him like he's got, 3 eyes, like, buddy, I wasn't even talking about you. Listen, man, I'm sorry. You look like a helpful and friendly guy. I apologize. I must have misread the situation. Have a nice day. Now, doesn't he feel stupid? He goes, hey, look, man, I'm not interested. And I'm like, oh, I wasn't even talking about you. Never mind. Now, does he not feel rejected? Does he not feel kind of like, man, I was kind of a prick to this guy. He just because I didn't even ask. I just said, who do you know? So here's what his options are. He has the option to give me people. Say, oh, my friend just got laid off, or blah, 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 or, I've got some people, my aunt, my brother, my uncle, my sister. He has the option to say, no one really comes off the top, but he's still going to be curious to ask me what I do. He's going to be like, well, what is it? Or he's going to say, me. Or he's going to say, what is it? What do you guys do? And that's why he just invited me to give him a quick little, gist of what we're doing. Now here's what you don't do. You don't start going into everything that our business does and what we're all about. Don't sell. Stop. Just get their contact information. To say, look, basically we're a 37-year-old company. We protect people from identity theft, give people access to attorneys. Look, again, I can't promise you anything. I'm not the big guy in this. I just happen to work with the company. Why don't we just do this? You're asking some questions. It sounds to me like you're the type that's keeping your options open. Am I right about that? Everyone bob and nod. Yeah. Bob and nod. Am I right about that? If you saw an opportunity where you could make some pretty serious money and it didn't interfere with what you're already doing, would that be something you'd be interested in? Bob and nod and smile. Everyone smile and nod. That's called leading. Leading. Because all of a sudden their head's just going to go, and then they're going to say what their head's doing. It's like, for instance, one of the closing questions that we do sometimes when someone sees the information, we ask, great, do you see an opportunity for yourself? Is there anything else you need to know before you get started? And if we decided to take you on board today, would there be anything else you need to know before you got started? And if he can't think of a reason if he can't think of another thing that would hold him back from getting started, guess what he just said? There's nothing holding me back from getting started right now. Great. Let me show you how we can fill out your paperwork. Everyone say easy.
Easy.
Is this stuff easy? Yeah. Now it takes practice. It does. I'll admit that. I didn't get it overnight. Look, when I first started doing it, I was doing it backwards. I'd say, hey, do you see an opportunity for yourself? I mean, wait. This is the yes one, right? Everyone say practice.
Practice.
So I used to practice smiling and nodding and see how long I could hold that. Say, hey, great, would there be anything else you need to know before you get started? And that would be that awkward pause. And I would just be doing that for like a minute, and I would hope to God that my associates around didn't chime in, because first ones to speak, you've heard that expression before. All right, so is this stuff helpful? Are you guys getting some stuff?